The undead army charges in, eyes glowing and mouths wide open, screaming. Two terrified girls are grabbed by the attacking undead monsters behind them. A massive explosion erupts, blasting through a wall, as undead hordes surge forward. Two armored warriors clash with epic power, their swords colliding mid-battle. The battle intensifies as a white-haired hero crashes down on a powerful enemy. An epic blast erupts, sending skulls and energy flying everywhere. The white-haired knight, wielding Eos, declares the battle's aftermath, exhausted. Death Knight, the armored villain looms, glowing red, ready for a comeback. The Death Knight's sinister helmet crackles with energy, eyes blazing with fury. The Death Knight kneels, slamming his sword down, armor cracked, face in hand. The masked character groans in pain, their eye glowing an intense red. Suddenly, their eye clears, revealing shock and fear through their mask. The long-haired figure gasps as a dark armored villain threatens them with a massive sword. Flames engulf the city. The armored figure stands victorious, catching their breath. A monstrous mouth grins, boasting, "Good. Very good. I've destroyed the cursed empire." Amid chaos, the villain says, "Revenge is sweeter the longer you wait." The villain rebels, "I finally fulfilled my 1,000-year-old promise." This feels awesome. The identity is revealed. The skeletal arch-lich Dorgos appears, surrounded by flames. Emperor Howard Adalite screams furiously, "You scoundrel! How dare you kill my people?" Dorgos smirks at the Emperor's rage, calling his curse sweet with a cheeky finger heart. The skeletal overlord interrupts chaos, declaring it's time for a coronation. Skull Lord brags, flashing a peace sign. He's united the continent. The fallen king groans as Skull Lord wants to be called emperor. "You've all worked hard, my demon kings." Skull Lord congratulates the winning squad. Dramatic hero shot. Death Knight stands center, squad lined up for glory. Skull Lord commands, "Now, bring the crown." It's about to get real. The crown appears, shining like it just got sponsored by a jewelry store. Death Knight respectfully presents the crown. Demon squad looks hyped. The two face off. Death Knight and Skull Lord meet for the big handoff. Skull Lord praises Death Knight, wondering how to reward his MVP. The skeletal overlord declares, "You are my slave." With chilling confidence, as a crown tumbles, the villain gloats, "Serving me is the greatest joy." The overlord is shocked as a massive crown appears out of nowhere. Suddenly, the crown smashes down in a blast of unbelievable force. The minions look on in total shock, confused by what just happened. The overlord unleashes a wild burst of red energy, refusing to back down. An army of red-eyed warriors and monsters rally to the overlord protection. The overlord clutches his chest in disbelief. "What are you doing?" "He's hurt." A mysterious long-haired figure reveals, "I never gave such an order." Finally, the armored hero appears, cool and powerful, declaring, "You're moving by my will." The armored hero resists control, shocking everyone. "I haven't completely disappeared." Intense red eyes reveal he's been trapped inside his own body, watching everything. Skull-faced villain declares the hero his greatest masterpiece and allows him to fight. The villain warns, freedom only lasts until he finds control again. Battle erupts. The sword-wielding hero explodes in power, unleashing a massive purple energy blast. The skull villain freaks out. His demon kings get destroyed in one move. With green lightning, the villain resurrects a whole army of monstrous skeletons. The undead army charges forward, ready to tear through anything, looking totally unhinged. A mysterious woman steps up and calmly says, "Stop," with serious authority. The hero stands tall, radiating power, facing the monsters, and the game just changed. The purple-haired villain commands everyone to self-destruct, looking seriously intense. Followers obey by screaming, glowing with energy, and about to explode. The skeleton villain floats menacingly above, as chaos and destruction erupt below. The skeleton villain can't believe what's happening. His jaw quite literally drops. The purple-haired villain flexes, declaring they've created a monster with god-tier power. The skeleton villain tries to reason, admitting the purple villain is super angry. The skeleton villain threatens not to give up, planning to escape into another body. The purple-haired villain grips their sword, revealing they've been plotting this revenge forever. Surprise! The purple-haired villain charges with an epic attack, stunning the skeleton villain. The purple-haired villain reveals a special sword technique that severs even the soul itself. The skeleton guy freaks out. He just saw something absolutely insane. Skeleton villain blasts through with crazy blue energy, but decides to dodge instead. The swordsman faces off, dramatic energy clash, mountainside shatters. Things just got real. The skeleton villain looks shocked and confused, as if he missed the memo. He laughs nervously, trying to act cool, but the confidence is slipping fast. Suddenly, the skeleton villain is sucked upwards by a terrifying, shadowy vortex. So much for confidence. Our swordsman stands tall as the vortex swirls. Ultimate flex if you ask me. The vortex explodes in the sky. Swordsman isn't even sweating. Skeleton villain crashes face first into the ground. Somebody hand him dental insurance. The swordsman towers over and says, "Go to hell. That's one spicy roast." The armored figure lands with insane force, cracking the ground beneath them. The king is on the ground, sweating, asking what just happened. The knight kneels, looking exhausted, like even their armor feels heavy. With a sigh, the knight says it's over, and it sounds final. The knight prepares for something big, raising their sword dramatically. Their eye reflects deep sadness, wishing for one last meeting, even in death. The knight flashes back, needing to apologize, surrounded by intense red light. In a burning hall, the knight pierces someone, saying, "I'm sorry." Tears fall as someone sees the knight's reflection, apologies burning in their gaze. Finally, the armored knight collapses, defeated, as darkness and debris swirl around. Damian wakes up to his sister asking why he's sleeping outside. He is relieved and thinks, before falling into hell, "I can see my sister again." Damian notices his sister looks way younger than before and questions her. His sister jokes back, promising to defend him if dad scolds him. She tells Damian to trust her and come inside before it rains. Damian watches his sister run toward a mansion that shouldn't exist. Shocked, Damian remembers he destroyed that mansion with his own hands. He wonders if he's dreaming or if maybe all of that was just a dream. Looking at a stick, Damian decides he'll figure it out by testing reality. Damian faces a big rock, thinking, this should be just right for his test. Our guy smashes the wall with insane power, like a real-life superhero punch. The impact shatters stone, leaving cracks everywhere. His strength is literally off the charts. He looks back in shock, realizing what he just unleashed, total disbelief. Then he grins and says, this is crazy. Honestly, same, bro. Zoom in on the destruction the walls destroyed. This punch put it through therapy. Rocks explode everywhere as he stands triumphant. Nobody's messing with this dude. The guy nervously laughs, realizing his power might be a little too crazy. Then, he busts out a wild, villain-level laugh. Okay, maybe enjoying this a bit too much. He's exhausted, kneeling among the rubble, barely catching his breath. It's been a wild day. His fist clenches as he gathers himself. What's next? Breaking a mountain. It wasn't a dream. The rain proves this is really happening. The main character cries, realizing he actually traveled back to the past. Damian gets called insane, but his real talent is causing chaos. Damian's family is furious. He got kicked out and ruined the family's honor. His brother storms in yelling, why hit the lion blow Marquis's kid? Damian keeps his head down, taking the blame for everything. Damian rides a carriage away, leaving scandal and drama behind him. A crying woman accuses Damian her sister was taken by a scoundrel. Damian is even accused of ruining the family's entire future. His mother begs him, why use the family land as collateral for money? Damian admits that he's got a real skill for losing the family's assets. A bearded man with an eye patch roars in rage, leave. Damian's kicked out. Damian storms out of the room. The man at the desk looks defeated. Damian stops in his tracks as someone calls out his name. Damian faces his sister, who begs him to take some money. His sister smiles warmly, hoping Damian finds happiness despite everything. Damian's guilt hits hard. His sister sacrificed her own happiness for him. Damian refuses the money, pushing her help away with shaking hands. Damian dashes out the door, leaving his sister behind in shock. Sprinting into the wild, Damian narrates fleeing his family and his regrets. Damian runs, tears falling as he feels guilt and shame for the first time. Damian kneels alone in a sunlit clearing, confused. How did he come back to the past? This guy thought about apologizing to his family, then got sent to the past. Our hero wakes up in a magical forest and wonders if it's a miracle. He remembers struggling with this skill at this point in time. Suddenly, he unleashes the awesome move, Shattering Wave, like Thor with extra lightning. This technique boosts the impact of his attacks to wild new heights. Look at that amped up smash. Even the armored villain gets rocked by his power. Meet the Wallbreaker, a punch so strong, it should come with a warning label. He got this insane skill upgrade after defeating that armored knight in battle. Someone yells, oh my, young master, and this dude remains cool as ever. The young master turns around as a cheerful, chubby guy jogs toward him. The young master tries to remember the servant's name, but totally blanks. He guesses wildly, Victor, like he's flipping a coin for names. The servant nervously reveals Lady Louise is calling, looking seriously stressed. Young master hears the family head is furious, wonders if he messed up. The servant can't believe the young master is clueless about the chaos. From inside the mansion, a voice explodes, you scoundrel. Welcome to Viscount Haxon's family. A sword is suddenly drawn on the young master, and he's totally caught off guard. The young master dodges as a furious man swings wildly. Chaos erupts in the hall. The angry, red-eyed man glares at the young master with mysterious smoky energy. Family members hold back the raging father, yelling about lost honor and tavern brawls. Damian returns to a chaotic family drama and someone's ready to throw hands. Damian begs his father not to overreact. Seriously, let's calm down, Dad. Damian sees his family together and realizes he hasn't been scolded in years. Damian is overcome with emotion. His father thinks he's glitching out. Damian tears up, and the family wonders if he's finally lost it this time. Father Paul demands excuses, saying, if you can talk, start now, Damian. Damian just says, none. Shock strikes as Dad can barely believe it. Father Paul can't process Damian's no excuses approach, plot twist energy. Dad calls Damian pathetic for always making excuses, but that honesty stings. Damian fully owns up, apologizing for disgracing the Haxon family, no excuses. The bearded man isn't impressed. He's done listening to excuses this time. Bowing his head, the young man insists, I'll handle it myself. Determined, the guy admits his mess and vows to clean it up. He's about to leave, hinting there's something bigger waiting after. Stepping into the sunlight, he promises to accept his punishment when he returns. The whole family just stands there, completely stunned, not saying a word. The bearded man wonders if his son got hit too hard in the head. We arrive at the bustling landmark of the commercial city. This is where it gets real. The guards call out, young master, we've arrived, as he approaches a mysterious building. The sidekick worries aloud. Criminals run this place, but our young master's got guts. The calm guy tells his nervous friend, go home if you're scared. Nervous guy protests, no way. He can't run while his master goes in. Confident guy assures, hell, just apologize politely and clean up the mess. The nervous friend hopes everything goes well for the young master. The main character wonders how he's time traveled and got a second chance. He remembers a family he hurt and promises to never do it again. Determined, the main character decides to fix his past mistakes one by one. Buff guards block him, saying, we warned you, nobleman, never come back here. The main character recognizes the guards. Something about them feels weirdly familiar. Calmly, he tells them he's here to apologize for whatever he did last time. Two muscular guys stare down a nervous noble, holding a knife threateningly. The bandits mock the noble, laughing and joking about his apology. Turns out, everyone expected the noble to be a reckless disaster, but he's surprising. The bandits gossip about the noble's beautiful sister, acting like they're at a beauty pageant. One bandit gets in the noble's face, suddenly demanding an apology just because he can. Things get weird. One bandit wants to meet the noble's sister as payment. Knife guy says this is disgustingly difficult, struggling to keep the intimidation act up. Noble flips the script, holding 2 knives now. Bandits freak out, thinking he's lost it. The noble admits he overestimated himself. Bandit angrily starts to complain. Suddenly, the noble points, bandits are confused, and things are getting seriously out of hand. The red-haired guy steps up, facing shadows with a knife, totally fearless. This muscular dude says, he'll show you what you wanted. Things get intense. Suddenly, a dark demon says, the kind of man, with glowing red eyes. The eldest son looks crazy powerful, surrounded by dark energy, about to unleash chaos. Someone spots the action and nervously calls out, why young master, from afar. This kid is freaking out, yelling, you said you were going to solve it. The young master overhears a fight starting and his friends want to avoid trouble. Outside, 2 tough guys threaten, bragging about their reputation and power. Our hero stays calm, telling them to finish what they started. One thug yells about the Black Snake gang's untouchable status. A terrifying vision shows the Black Serpent gang as a menacing shadowy group. The narration reveals the Black Serpent were expanding their influence over the city. The hero remembers getting overcharged at a tavern run by the gang. He complained, then immediately got punched right in the face. On his knees, the hero is humiliated, promising to pay if they stop. Looking back now, the hero realizes he should have gotten the apology. The smiling guy is making everyone super nervous and it's honestly hilarious. The muscular dude with a sword declares, we're not going easy on you. Yup, he repeats, you're a noble but you're not getting any mercy. The burly guy charges in swinging, determined to show no fear. Cool kid in white dodges effortlessly and sweeps the big guy's foot. The big guy smashes to the ground, yelling, "Gah," like he just stubbed his toe. Angry guy's eye glows, saying, even hurting you all wouldn't be enough. Cool main character darkens the mood, he'll hold back for my family's sake. Something intense happens, a dramatic shout and blurry black lines everywhere. Now both tough guys are on the ground while the smiling dude stands calm. The main guy sees something wild and asks, what the hell is that guy? 3 tough-looking dudes with swords step up, clearly ready to fight. The sword guy leader grills our main character, asking what group he belongs to. Calmly, the main guy says he just came to apologize, not cause trouble. Sword guy leader gets mad, threatens to beat the main character if he resists. With a dramatic tattooed hand, the leader points and yells, get him. The 3 sword bros charge at the main character, but he just looks bored. Our main guy dodges and counterattacks, sending the goons flying everywhere. The sword gang leader is freaking out, stuttering as he watches the chaos. All around, sword guys are down. Someone's yelling about their arm, total wipeout. Our main guy is already out of breath, training montage not included, guys. The shirtless dude begs for mercy, realizing this is way above his pay grade. The main character chases him with laser focus eyes. Someone's definitely regretting their choices. Inside the tavern, everyone is tense. Even the waitress is uncomfortable with the situation. The dude realizes he misjudged his opponent. Classic mistake, bro. Big guy is utterly confused as he stands holding his weapon, questioning his life decisions. Our main character says, should have listened when I was being nice. Dramatic entrance. Our hero with a knife. Everyone freezing in shock like a Mr. Beast challenge twist. Chaos erupts. Murderer. Screams fly. Kids run. Everyone's panicking. The main guy walks away all chill, saying, well, that nuisance is dealt with. The tavern owner storms in, demanding to know what's causing all this chaos. He angrily questions where his guards disappeared to. He's not happy at all. Damian coolly says he dealt with the guards himself, surprising everyone inside. The tavern owner freaks out. He can't believe even his strongest men lost. He shouts, who are you? Damian confidently reveals, I am Damian Haxon. Damian says he's just here for an apology, not to make more trouble. Damian reveals the drink prices were wild, and then he got beat up for complaining. Because of that incident, the whole town now thinks Damian's a drunken troublemaker. Damian remembers how that one night ruined everything for him and his family. He glares, saying, my family and I lost too much because of you. The young guy faces an old judge, who mocks about lost honor. A sneaky man laughs, claiming Baron Haxon never had any honor left. Someone calls the young master foolish, implying he doesn't understand the situation. The judge refuses to apologize, telling the young man to pay instead. The young man grins, saying he'd forgive the judge if he apologized. The young man accepts the challenge, saying he'll settle things the hard way. The young man launches himself upstairs, catching the judge totally off guard. Mid-leap, the young man declares, you'll pay for your words, looking intense. Suddenly, the young man is shocked as something fast approaches him. Out of nowhere, a mysterious, caped figure smashes into the young man. Our main guy leaps into action as 2 mysterious enemies watch him below. The mustached villain welcomes Sir Ted, saying his timing is absolutely perfect. The hero's got a knife and he's not even surprised by any of this. The hero doubts Sir Ted even works here, which honestly, same dude. The hero seriously wonders, why on earth is a knight showing up in this tavern? The knight, with red eyes glowing, looks both intimidating and dramatic, like a final boss reveal. Knights are warriors who walk the path of chivalry their entire lives. Knights are split into 3 levels: trainee, apprentice knight, and formal knight. Formal knights can control magical aura and unleash insane power. With their aura, they can cleave mountains in a single blow. And trust me, they slice through city walls like it's wrapping paper. That's right, formal knights are basically walking, talking superhumans. Meet Sir Ted, the Black Snake boss' favorite apprentice knight. Not friendly. The guy downstairs realizes, yup, that's definitely an apprentice knight up there. The main character figures out the knight's aura is weak because he's just an apprentice. Apprentice Knight Ted is stunned. How did this guy sense an aura not even revealed? The main character analyzes why someone like him works in this place. He thinks the knight must have lacked talent, banished from apprentice status. The masked knight snarls, "We'll sell up later," looking seriously determined. The masked knight leaps at the main character, ready to attack him hard. The main character stares calmly as a sword comes dangerously close to his face. Both swords clash down with insane force. The tavern practically shakes. The main character's sword never wavers, even with massive, flashy movements. From above, both fighters spin and dodge, turning the room into a battle arena. Main character drops to his knee, exhausted, thinking he really needs more stamina. The villain rages, "Let's see if you can dodge this too, rat." The hooded warrior charges up with a glowing sword, ready for action. He unleashes his secret ultimate technique, blasting energy through his sword. The calm fighter declares hell counter with a technique just as epic. An old man named Dorgo questions who dares to command him now. Salmingi, the Sword of Death's master, claims destruction ruins all the fun. Salmingi tells his enemy to scream if they want to live, but no one's screaming. The standoff is real. Both warriors are surrounded by defeated fighters. Salmingi smirks, mocking his opponent and adding another name to his list. He promises to show his secret technique as a gift for the underworld trip. The armored figure reveals the secret. Humans are mostly water. Get ready for something wild. The hooded hero unleashes the calamity-severing sword, slicing through the monster. The hero mocks the defeated creature, saying it should have listened. Suddenly, creepy monsters start surrounding the hooded hero on the platform. The monster freaks out. He's been sliced in half and can't believe it. The hooded hero realizes, wait, was that monster actually undead? Surrounded by swirling energy, the hero gets ready for another intense showdown. The hero strikes again and even the monster can only say, "Huh?" The shocked hero screams, "How did you learn my secret technique?" A new figure lies defeated on the floor, while someone watches in awe. The Death Knight narrates, "Enemies always die in disbelief due to his insane power." The young master unlocks the power to absorb his opponent's techniques. Baron Haxon looks absolutely terrified by what just happened upstairs. The Baron is sweating buckets, realizing he's in way over his head. Baron Haxon drops to his knees, begging forgiveness in front of his bruisers. The young master flexes financial therapy, gold everywhere. Who needs feeling? Baron Haxon accepts the cash apology. Not enough, but I'll take it. The young master commands his crew, come in and take everything. Victor peeks in, stunned by the bold order from the young master. Victor grabs gold, still can't believe the wild turn of events. Victor watches as the young master shows off insane new sword skills. Victor is amazed by the amount of treasure, but someone's watching. The villain vows revenge and plots to get everything back. He's furious and ready to unleash his wrath. Someone's about to pay. Our hero drops the calamity-severing sword and absolutely wrecks the villain. Our hero warns, "Tell Black Snake, touch my family and you'll regret it." The villain is down, swearing revenge but totally humiliated on the ground. The hero knows one victory doesn't erase all the past mistakes. Looking determined, the hero's ready to make this second chance count. He promises, "I'll never disappoint my family again." "Let's go, Victor." They return to the Grand Lion Bloom Marquisate. Home never looked so epic. The brother whispers, "Have you heard that saying? Love always comes with pain." His brother reacts, confused, asking if he's headed into a duel or something. The determined brother smirks at the mirror, announcing, "I am going to find love." We arrive at the grand estate of Baron Haxon. This place is fancy. The Baron's eldest son and his friend walk the halls, well rested and yawning. The blue-haired friend confesses he lost sleep, worried about what happened yesterday. The eldest son shrugs it off, happy their adventure ended well and with rewards. Whispers spread about how messing with the Baron's son leads to instant regret. Now, even the delinquent eldest son has a better rep. Talk about a glow up. But blue-haired guy is still worried about the shadowy Black Snake group. The eldest son promises, even bold villains wouldn't dare challenge a noble family. Suddenly, blue-haired guy remembers something. When did the young master learn to fight? The eldest son acts cool but dodges. I just practiced whenever I could." Damian gets called out dramatically, like he just got caught skipping finals. An angry dad charges in, demanding to know where Damian disappeared yesterday. The dad grabs Damian, shouting if he started more drama, but check that calm face. Damian is like, "Relax, Dad, I handled everything." "Victor, show him." The parents totally freak out. Victor strolls up with some magical documents. Damian explains he solved the bill mistake at the tavern. Now they can pay everyone. Dad can't believe the gold haul. Even mom's like, "Where'd he get that?" Damian smirks. "If you doubt him, just ask Victor, who was there." Damian winks at Victor, daring him to confirm the epic money rescue. Victor agrees. Parents are convinced. Damian's officially the family's money wizard. Young master gets called amazing, but his face screams, "Not buying it, Mom." This guy's smile is hiding something. Every word from him is a total lie. The young master is sprinting along a cliff, completely out of breath. The young master leans on a tree, gasping for air after barely running. He's sweating and frustrated, thinking his body is already exhausted. The young master is ready to keep going, determined despite his weakness. He smiles wide, revealing a glowing pink potion, his secret weapon. He inspects the mysterious potion. "Seriously, what is this crazy thing?" An old man shouts, "It's an alchemy tonic that boosts stamina and vitality." Young master learns the school of alchemy makes powerful tonics for champions. The hooded alchemist remembers legendary tonics traded for gemstones. Talk about high demand. Our hero grins, realizing this luck is a total game changer. He stands in a sunny field, ready to test his mysterious new strength. Power surges through him, crackling purple lightning. These potion effects are insane. He knows he needs major stamina gains if he wants to level up fast. Flashback. He once ruled as a super powerful warrior in a past life. Durogo, a creepy skeleton mage, says hello. Definitely not someone you want as a neighbor. In a few years, Durogo's undead army will rise and invade the world. The hero vows to get strong enough to defeat Durogo before chaos breaks loose. Only then will he have the power to truly change his destiny. Our hero looks down at his home, questioning if he can protect his family. Meanwhile, the Black Snake's hideout lurks in the shadows, guarded by creepy rats. Cedric Walker, boss of the Black Snakes, says something is now useless while munching food. Cedric's men stare at a fallen mercenary, upset they wasted money on the best. Someone asks Cedric what to do about Mr. Ted, hoping he'll get some medical help. Cedric declares, forget it. Throw him away, showing no mercy for his crew. The hesitant goon freaks out. Is that okay? But Cedric says just dump Ted somewhere. A dog that served its purpose is no longer needed. The Black Snake's rule is savage. But wait. Ted suddenly stands up, stunning everyone in the Black Snake's hideout. Cedric taunts the battered Ted, surprised he can even get back on his feet. The boss offers a job if the guy gets treated first. The swordsman snaps, yelling he doesn't need help and charges. Suddenly, black energy shackles his body mid-attack, leaving him shocked. The swordsman panics, asking what dark magic is binding him. A hooded figure appears, asking if this counts as their first job. The cloaked boss agrees, challenging the swordsman to show his strength. Giant shadow creatures with teeth swarm around the terrified swordsman. The swordsman begs for mercy, completely overwhelmed by the shadows. The shadows erupt violently, tossing the swordsman into the air. The swordsman crashes into the ground, defeated by the shadow's power. The boss finds a crime scene so gross, he nearly pukes. The boss says, for real though, please keep it clean next time. The cloaked guy asks for his next job. Business is booming today. The boss wants a noble hurt, and he's ready to pay big. Money changes hands. The deal is sealed with cold hard cash. The cloaked villain grins, you can count on me for chaos. Our main guy is training so hard, he's shaking the earth. He flexes, realizing the potion made him way stronger, way faster. While examining a rope, he gets suspicious, something just feels strange. Days have passed peacefully, but he expected the Black Snake to appear. Suddenly, he hears something in the bushes. He's instantly on alert. Someone lunges at him. He's furious, thinking it's a Black Snake goon. Our hero throws down the attacker in his most epic fashion yet. But wait, it's his younger brother Abel? Talk about a plot twist. Abel's like, bro, you almost snapped my neck with your new strength. The main guy apologizes fast, realizing his power nearly co-ed his sibling. The guy with glasses is not here for an apology, and he means business. Glasses guy calls out his brother for lying about a tavern fight. He accuses his brother of hiding the truth from the family. Awkward. The brother grins, admitting he handled the tavern mess himself. Glasses guy freaks out, demanding to know how his brother could possibly fight. Glasses guy warns, not one more mess or embarrassment for the family. The brother gently puts his hand on Abel's head, surprising him. Abel remembers his brother's honesty and huge loyalty to the family. The brother reassures with a big smile no more trouble, then hears someone shout. An announcement interrupts. Something terrible just happened, leaving both brothers confused. Damian walks into a tense tea party. Someone's in serious trouble now. Eowyn casually explains he's talking about the banquet hall drama. Damian realizes he's already messed with Eowyn, and things are about to get heated. Eowyn Lionbloom taunts Damian, bringing up the infamous social party incident. Flashback. Damian apologizes, but the crowd is already judging him hard. Damian is accused of mocking Eowyn's eyes. Eowyn calls him out, crowd watching. Eowyn, grinning wickedly, dares Damian to do something about his insults. Damian regrets not holding back against Eowyn's provocations that night. Damian launches himself at Eowyn in front of everyone. Chaos at the party. Eowyn takes a massive hit and flies back, totally shocked by Damian's punch. The knight acts tough, but something feels off about his intentions here. With a sly grin, he suggests a plan, confessing his love for Lady Louise. The family looks confused as he formally asks for permission to marry Louise. The knight boldly reveals he wants to marry Lady Louise, looking intense. The family is absolutely shocked by this wild marriage proposal. The younger guy realizes this knight has tried this shady move before. The knight reasons a marriage would make their troubles disappear like family drama. The bearded man firmly shuts it down. I cannot allow that. He explains Lady Louise already has a fiancé and ends the awkward proposal. The knight tries to threaten them, questioning if the Viscount can handle his family's wrath. The villain gives a dramatic ultimatum. Pay for the insult or choose him. The intense blonde character leans in, demanding, or will you choose me? Louise's father sweats nervously, thinking about the notorious Lionbloom family's powerful influence. Louise enters the room bravely, flanked by her siblings as her family watches. Louise looks determined and says, I'll accept that proposal. Her father freaks out, shouting, Louise, what are you talking about? Her brother yells, wait, mom and dad will find a way. Don't do it, sis. Louise smiles gently and says, I'm fine. I will follow Sir Eowyn. The blonde villain praises, Lady Louise, you are truly wise, with a dramatic flourish. He promises, I will send someone formally soon. We'll discuss specifics. That Damian walks into the room, tension rising as a girl watches nervously. Damian calls the guy a detestable bastard, angry about his sister's future. The brother-in-law mocks Damian, pretending not to hear his insult. Damian gets punched, thinking he must endure it for his family's sake. But Damian can't hold back, launching himself at the brother-in-law. Damian shouts he can't take it anymore, standing up for his family. The young master hears that Lady Louise and Sir Erwin have arrived. He races down the hall, excited to see his sister again. Bursting through the door, he shouts, Sister, I really missed. But inside, a woman is being hurt. Definitely not your usual family reunion. Sir Erwin taunts Louise, telling her she can't leave after her family sold her. Louise collapses, and Erwin addresses her with twisted affection. Erwin, smiling wickedly, promises to train Louise to never defy him again. Suddenly, chaos erupts. The young master witnesses this horror from the doorway. The young master blames himself, thinking his sister was taken because of him. His anger boils over as he vows revenge on Erwin Lionbloom. Things just got real. I'll never forgive you. Flashes across the screen. This just got personal, guys. The main guy yells, I said no, you bastard, ready to throw hands. He just floored someone in front of a shocked audience. That's some main character energy. Two armored guards hear the noise and rush in, ready for action. The red-haired guard bursts in, freaked out, yelling, why young master? Guards confront our hero, accusing him of hitting their boss. Swords out. The angry guy slowly stands up, glaring back, not ready to back down. Clutching his sword, he seethes, not once, but twice, you hit my face. Sword drawn, he glares and warns, you must really have a death wish, brother-in-law. The knights shout, calm down, young master. We'll handle this, as the drama explodes. Erwin growls at Damian, demanding him to move right now. A furious red-haired man jumps in, ready to defend the young master. Erwin blasts an opponent clear across the room with sheer force. Erwin confronts Damian Haxon, sword in hand, demanding a solution. Someone panics, declaring Erwin will never let Damian go free. A worried girl bursts in, pleading with everyone to please stop fighting. Damian reassures his sister, promising he'll handle things from now on. Damian steps forward, shields his sister, and boldly challenges, let's duel. Swords drawn. Damian proposes a high-stakes duel for everything. The girl points out it's not a fair deal. Damian insists Lady Louise already agreed. Damian taunts Erwin with a challenge, asking if he's scared to lose. Erwin is fuming inside, planning payback and thinking Damian's just cocky. With a menacing grin, Erwin accepts the duel, ready for revenge. Damian's parents worry, hoping he has a secret plan or a miracle. Damian's sibling looks on, saying miracles won't help. Erwin is unbeatable. Erwin, looking smug and flashy, is as strong as a real knight now. Erwin mocks Damian, confused how he'll fight without a sword. Damian just grins, revealing his secret weapon, a shiny dinner fork. Erwin and the family stare in disbelief. Did Damian bring a fork to a sword fight? The courtyard erupts with Erwin's laughter. Damian's fork is an absolute joke. The smirking villain mocks, saying someone's gone mad with fear. The villain charges with a sword, refusing to go easy at all. Our hero dodges a sword slash, countering with a powerful kick. The villain is stunned. He can't believe the hero dodged his attack. The villain grips his sword tightly, preparing to escalate things. He unleashes his special move, roaring, Lion's Roar Fierce Sword. An explosive sword attack smashes toward the hero across the courtyard. The hero stands unharmed, catching his breath inside a gigantic crater. The villain and the crowd are in shock. The hero survived totally unscathed. The villain freaks out. Our hero dodged every single Lion's Roar sword move. Our hero smirks, confident after mastering the Lionbloom sword style. Flashback time. He's already battled the enemy's brother before regression. He taunts his opponent, stating he's nowhere near his brother's level. The rival unleashes a spinning sword attack, daring him to dodge it. Red aura fills the air. Dodging this attack looks impossible. The enemy leaps with epic power, aiming straight for our hero. Hero's eyes sharpen. He's about to use a sword saint technique. There's a massive energy clash, like a boss fight in real life. Hero dodges close, sword at the enemy's throat, shocking his rival. He finishes with a secret move 10,000 flows return to origin. The main character charges at his rival, shouting farewell with glowing eyes. The rival is stunned as the main character's weapon stops at his neck. The whole family is shocked, like someone just dropped a plot twist. The bearded man and blonde woman gasp at the crazy turn of events. The main guy pulls a fork on his enemy, prepared for ultimate payback. The blonde rival falls back screaming, absolutely terrified of fork power. Our hero thinks, what you did deserves 100 paybacks, but I'll chill. He tells the rival, no complaints, right? Looks like the match is over. The rival, shaking and scared, says, then, as promised. Our hero stands tall in sunlight, tells him, get lost. Later, everyone eats dinner in tense silence, replaying the drama in their heads. The hero politely thanks his family, then heads out for more training. Damian's mom wants his dad to ask him about yesterday's big event. Abel is blown away that his weak brother suddenly became super strong overnight. Damian's dad notices Abel looks shocked too, and wonders what happened. Dad calls a family meeting and says to pretend they know nothing for now. Even Dad admits he's dying of curiosity, but he plays it cool on the outside. Dad is terrified. His son Damian is suddenly way too scary for comfort. Damian grabs some heavy sandbags, ready to head out and train even harder. A voice shouts, Damian, just as he's about to leave the hallway. Damian's sister runs over with relief, glad she caught him in time. She nervously brings up what happened yesterday, ready to talk. Damian suddenly remembers he forgot to apologize for something that happened yesterday. Damian bows deeply and apologizes to his sister for his rash actions. He regrets not apologizing sooner, but his sister interrupts, saying that's not the point. His sister grabs Damian by the collar and admits she just wants to thank him. She reveals she was actually scared and didn't want to go along with Erwin. Damian realizes the truth about his sister's feelings and listens closely. She remembers when Damian stepped up to protect her in a critical moment. Even though the fight was wild, she admits it made her feel happy and supported. Now she can finally tell Damian how much what he did meant to her. With tears in her eyes, his sister thanks Damian with the happiest smile ever. Damian thanks his sister. Things are feeling surprisingly wholesome right now. Damian tries to leave, but sister's holding a mysterious object. Suspense is building. The sister calls out, tells Damian to wait up and take something important. She reveals it's their father's prized possession, meant for Damian's training. Damian is shocked, but his sister explains how much their dad truly cares. Sister gets super intense, saying a baron should never fight with a fork. Damian smiles, holding the sword with new confidence, feeling his father's legacy. Suddenly, creepy dark energy starts approaching the family mansion. Yeah, that's not good. A giant shadowy monster looms closer to the house, looking ready for chaos. Meanwhile, Damian and his family sleep peacefully, totally unaware of the incoming danger. Girls peacefully asleep, probably dreaming of free pizza for life. Suddenly, a creepy figure in a cloak looms over her bed. The hooded weirdo grins, calling her quite a beauty. Not cool, bro. He reveals he's here on a job, but she's an unexpected bonus. But wait, someone stands by the door, ready for a showdown. Our hero bursts in, asking, "What are you doing?" Talk about bad timing. The hooded intruder investigates strange energy by a sleeping girl. Someone else notices. The villain panics. His sleeping magic failed on the brown-haired guy. The hooded figure blasts a giant beam of purple magic across the room. The brown-haired guy blocks the attack with a spear, exploding the wall. The villain glares and demands, "You punk? Who are you?" The brown-haired hero stands firm, declaring, "This is my house." "Who are you?" Damian angrily asks what the hooded intruder wanted with his sister. The villain freaks out as others start reacting to the chaos in Louise's room. Servants wake from the explosion. The villain realizes he's got a big problem. The hooded enemy powers up with dark magic, deciding it's time to get serious. A mysterious purple shadow bursts through the window, making everyone panic instantly. The shadow creature launches itself into the street as a guy watches, shocked. The boy looks down to see where the shadow crash landed below. Worried, the boy asks, "Did I lose him?" but realizes something's off. The boy senses the weirdest energy ever. It's giving off major boss vibes. Downstairs, two workers freak out, yelling, "What do we do?" They spot the prized horse lying motionless. Someone's going to have a really bad day. This is absurd. The horse was fine yesterday. Everyone's losing it, and no one has answers. Stepping in, our main guy says, "I had a bad feeling, but..." He calms everyone down and says, "No need to panic. I'm just here to check something." The main character asks someone to step away, causing confusion and suspicion. He reveals he found a dead horse while investigating strange traces last night. Sensing an eerie, purple aura, he realizes something truly bad is happening. It's confirmed. Dark magic is at work, and there's a dangerous dark mage involved. Meanwhile, the family sleeps peacefully, totally unaware of the magical chaos outside. The dark mage, cloaked and mysterious, laughs to himself while cooking up something evil. He boasts about tricking the black snake boss into giving him everything he needed. The mage has all the curse ingredients he needs, no more shopping trips for him. He complains about taking cheap side jobs just to earn a little extra cash. Hunted by cultists, the dark mage justifies his shady hustle on the run. The hooded man says he needs to stay low, but someone steps in. The scar-faced guy immediately complains, "What a stench. Honestly, who needs enemies?" The newcomer roasts the cloaked man, suggesting he ventilate his stinky lair. The newcomer is the heir of House Haxon, back for a rematch. The robed dude freaks out. He can't believe the heir tracked him by smell. The cloaked man realizes the heir isn't just some spoiled brat after all. Evil guy admits his job from Black Snake is to hurt the heir's family. The heir calls him pathetic. Out of all jobs, he chose the worst. The evil sorcerer gets pumped. He wants a fight, and maybe a new chat buddy. The heir coolly explains he avoids killing unless it's absolutely necessary. There's one exception to the rule, and it's about to get wild. The hero glares, calling out filthy dark mages like this villain. The stitched-faced mage realizes our hero is anything but ordinary. The dark mage freaks out, blasting purple magic, yelling, "Just die." Hero dodges the attack, charging straight through that purple firestorm. Dark mage can't keep up. Our hero is way too fast. In one crazy move, hero cuts right through the mage's purple body. The villain's body splits in half, but something freaky starts happening. Hero watches as the mage's split body starts to regenerate instantly. The creepy mage smirks, calling the hero skilled for such a cheap job. The hero charges up, eyes blazing, and shouts, "I'll slice you to dust." He leaps down with a swarm of purple blades slamming into the ground. The monster grins, saying, "Not bad. That explains your bold attitude, but still." Our hero, dodging an attack, says, "Entering here was basically signing my own doom." Face to face with giant monsters, the hero learns about tricky enchantments everywhere. He realizes this could get very dangerous, but there's no backing out now. The monster smirks wildly, regret picking a fight with a Yulan commander, buddy. With a furious glare, the monster screams, "Rot and die, every inch of your body." Dark, creepy magic spreads across the ground, looking seriously intense and dangerous. Evil wizard thinks he's won, calls his enemy an arrogant fool. The villain plans his next move, totally unaware someone else is watching him. Our hero is still alive, making the enemy completely freak out. The wizard loses his cool. The hero plays it mysterious, classic Mr. Beast vibes. Hero notices the wizard is panicking and is honestly shocked himself. Looking at his glowing hand, the hero wonders why his power still works. A masked Lich reveals a massive magical urn, saying, "This is the authority." The Lich shows off his loyal, monstrous Death Knight, definitely scarier than Chandler in a haunted house. The Lich brags about giving the Death Knight a strong body and powerful spells. The hooded villain wants a mighty sword that's literally pure evil itself. Skeleton Overlord is like, "Okay, have all my super spooky powers." Insane energy blast of purple magic erupts and lights up the whole place. Skeleton boss screams, "This is authority." As power surges like crazy, the ultimate sword dude screams, absorbing all the wild dark lightning energy. Now he's completely transformed, glowing, ripped, and dripping with god powers. The real twist, it's the authority of greed that belonged to a Death Knight. Our main guy freaks out, thinking this evil power should have disappeared with time travel. Suddenly, blinding purple energy explodes right in front of our hero. He's launched backwards from the impact, tossed through the air like a ragdoll. The evil mage shouts, "How did you survive my magic?" Looking panicked. Main guy says, "Everyone's got a hidden trump card," flexing his iron plate. Still eyeing the shady mage, he thinks, "That guy's an executive of Yulan?" Shadowy hooded figures appear. "I've heard of Yulan," pops up on screen. The main guy learns Yulan is an assassination group using black magic. The villain mumbles, "Yeah, a hidden trump card," but senses danger from our hero. The villain reveals, "I was saving this for the cult, but now you get it." A magical bracelet glows furiously on the villain's wrist, craziness about to happen. The villain unleashes a huge wave of green energy, looking absolutely unhinged. Zoom in on his creepy glowing face and hand. He's ready to go full wizard mode. The hero senses an insane amount of dark mana flooding the room. He notices the villain's bracelet is actually an artifact storing mana. The villain summons a huge demonic face, taunting the hero about the power. The hooded villain goes full drama, yelling, "Burn to death in the flames of hell." The villain unleashes a massive green energy blast at the hero, grinning wildly. The villain thinks it's all over for the hero now. The hero, surrounded by flames, coolly says, "You're seriously mistaken." The villain panics as the flames don't hurt the hero at all. The hero stands tall in the magic circle, looking untouchable. Smirking, the hero reveals his secret. He can absorb all dark mana completely. The villain freaks out, shocked by the hero's overwhelming, game-breaking power. Our hero tells him it's just better gear, not his business. Hero hates using power from someone he despises, but does it anyway. He decides to use the Forbidden Death Knight techniques to win. The villain loses at seeing the legendary Aura Blade. He's outclassed. Our hero unleashes the insane Severance Blade attack. This dude means business. The attack looks like a literal anime nuke blasting the villain. The villain gets absolutely launched as the battlefield crumbles. Win for the hero. Our hero threatens a villain, promising less pain if he talks now. Mysterious masked guy demands to know the Black Snake's secret hideout. Cut to the bustling city of Landwalk, where adventure is brewing. Victor asks the young master why they're heading straight back to Landwalk. The young master calls Victor loyal, but wants quiet, and reads an evil book. Victor wonders about the creepy book. The young master holds it up suspiciously. The young master reveals it's a black magic book he recently found. Flashback to the masked hero, who's vowing to slay a dark wizard. Victor admits he can't read, but knows black magic books are insanely dangerous. Victor smells something weird and wonders what suspicious scent is filling the air. We've arrived at the city, looking for our next big challenge. The main guy hands Victor a sketchy bag and a weird task. Victor is told straight up, it's a human head. Awkward silent. Victor flips out, refuses to believe it, thinks it's a very bad joke. Victor stares in shock, sweat pouring down, as reality hits like a train. Victor panics and shouts, but his boss says, "Chill, everyone's watching." Victor questions everything. He's told there's a secret job coming. Main guy grins and says, "Deliver this to the place I told you." Victor is sweating bullets, worried about future trouble if he messes up. Victor and a tough guy stand in front of the ominous tower, ready or not. Damian strolls into town, calling out gangster thugs for living large. The bald thugs call Damian a bastard and demand to know who he is. Damian introduces himself boldly as Damian Haxon of the Haxon Viscounty. The thugs roast his name, question his confidence, and look pretty confused. The eye-patch thug realizes Damian's the guy the boss warned him about. Damian confidently says he's here for the boss and wants no trouble. The thugs actually step aside like polite bouncers. Damian's caught off guard. Suddenly, the big thug fires a flare gun into the sky right by the door. Damian notices the bright signal in the sky and looks up, suspicious. On rooftops, shadowy figures spot the signal. Something big is about to happen. Our main character narrows his eyes, asking, what else can they throw at him? Suddenly, fighters charge in as a welcoming gift from the boss. The protagonist confidently warns, "You're going to regret this, ready for action." Governor Sebastian Baker celebrates, surrounded by food and friends, praising boss Cedric. The Guardian Knight Robert slams a drink, demanding another round with flushed cheeks. Sebastian says it's his honor to host, while everyone enjoys the feast. Sebastian asks Cedric's group to visit more often, hoping they won't feel burdened. Sebastian brings up the other organization's businesses, suggesting Black Snake should take over. He raises a glass, claiming Black Snake should run all entertainment districts in town. Sebastian grins slyly, saying he can suppress any opposition with his authority. Sir Robert feels guilty at dinner, but gets thanked for city protection. The mayor praises Sir Robert, saying keeping order isn't an easy job. The mayor offers help, while Sir Robert parties and everyone celebrates. The mayor fakes his smile, already sick of pretending for these fools. He's planning a takeover with something called the Black Snake. Yikes. The mayor reveals his true colors. He wants everyone to bow to him. Suddenly, a guard bursts in shouting, breaking the tense atmosphere. The mayor snaps, demanding to know the interruption in front of guests. The mayor storms out, ordering the nervous guard to spill the news. Sir Robert spits out his drink, shocked by the name Damian Haxon. The boss is super mad, while the dark wizard grins with a curse list. The boss waves off his worried guard, totally confident there's nothing to fear. Sword guys think our hero just signed up for an impossible battle. But our hero steps up, unfazed, with mysterious purple energy swirling around. Suddenly, he's bursting with dark power, looking like he's ready to destroy everything. Next thing you know, the sword guys fly through the air like ragdolls. Meanwhile, a girl in town senses something huge just went down nearby. Hooded figures march in, bringing more drama. This story's just getting started.